and welcome back to Up the Villa podcast. If you're new to our channel, subscribe, drop this video a like, and get involved in the comment section down below. So, the rumour link from the start of this window has come back into hot topic. Dani Ceballos of Real Madrid is linked with a move to Aston Villa. This is coming from Sport, and it's a player who I really like and really rate. Unai Emery insists on signing Dani Ceballos. Villa plan to present a firm offer of 15 million euros, and that is coming from Sport. So, where do I feel like we are at currently sitting in this window? I hear some of you asking and thinking of what the position that we're in. I see numerous comments on the channel saying that you think Villa are done in this window. You don't think that there's any more players to come in. And I think in transfer windows and the position that we are in, times change, things happen, transfer windows move very quickly. There are sort of pillars that come down. There are sort of transfer. Once one goes in, then it affects other clubs, vice versa. So I think there's these little ripples that sort of can happen. And I think Villa are in that position. I think at this moment in time, Aston Villa have had a fantastic window. I think we've had one of the best in the Premier League, because not only have we signed some really good players, but we've brought in specific players in areas where we are light or specifically need improving as well, and only going to enhance us tactically. So I think our window has been pretty good. Yes, there needs to probably be a couple of outgoings, maybe just to bring in a little bit of cash. So I could potentially see one or two maybe leaving in this window. But I think Villa are in a position now where if there is a player of interest who does potentially become available, or if the market allows us to make a signing that's going to improve the squad, then I think Aston Villa will do it. I don't think I could sit here now and say Aston Villa are categorically done in this window. I don't think that's the case. I think we are, and we are still actively in this market. So I do think there will be some more incomings definitely to come. Whether they are of like record-breaking transfer fees, who knows? I don't know, but I do see there being some players coming in. And I have said as well, probably about a month or two ago, that I do still want us to bring in another midfielder. I think I would like another midfielder to come in. I think we did an episode a couple of weeks ago as well, and we were really looking at the squad, and we were looking at where in the squad does look a little bit light. And for me, it would be in that defensive midfield area. I think we could maybe possibly do with someone coming in there if Dendoncker is to leave. So I think that is an area that I am looking a little bit as well. Obviously, you've got right back, the keeper situation, and then hopefully we can sign this winger, forward, number 10, etc. So hopefully we can get one of those in as well. So I don't think Villa are done in this window, but Dani Ceballos is a player that I really like. I rate his work rate, I rate the tenacity, I rate the covering of the ground that he can make, I rate the reading of the game, the technical vibe that he's got when he's on the ball. You know, he's a bit of he gets his foot in, but he does look quite graceful and elegant when he does have the ball at the same time, if that makes sense. So I really do rate him. I think it would add a little bit of steel into our midfield as well when needed. I think that is something that I would like to see as well. And I think he can move around the football pitch quite nicely as well, whether that's in an attacking area or whether he can be defending. He senses danger really well. So I think that type of player does have good attributes to come into our central midfield area. If you look at a team like Arsenal, for example, they're signing Raya. They've already got Ramsdale, but it's quality across the whole squad, and that's something that we still should aspire to being. Dani Ceballos has signed a new contract at Real Madrid, but it does look like Aston Villa are ready to pounce now with a 15 million euro deal. So if we have a look at an article that I found about this as well, we have got it coming from Sport, and this is coming from a Madrid Universal, so it's coming out of the Madrid side of things as well, but according to reports from Sport, Ceballos could leave Real Madrid less than 2 months after renewing his deal, as Aston Villa are heavily interested in the midfielder and even preparing a 15 million euro for his services. The Emery-Ceballos connection. Unai Emery is the man at the helm for the Premier League side. The Spanish tactician hopes to make the Real Madrid start the heart of his project at Aston Villa, and he's personally pushing to sign in. Emery and Ceballos have worked together in the past during their stints at Arsenal. Their run together lasted 17 games, as an injury to the midfielder and a poor set of results for Emery subsequently saw them separated. If we have a look at his SOFA score from last season, it was a 6.93, predominantly on that left-hand side, played 30 games, starting 19, so he's not starting week in, week out from Real Madrid. And what I want to show you down here is something that's so important to Aston Villa and a player that would be coming in this position, is that his accuracy per game is 92%. Accuracy in his own half, 94% passing accuracy. And in the opposition half, 89%. So he really looks after the football. Accuracy of long balls, 82%. His defending stats, really good as well. Tackles per game, 1.4. He's only dribbled pass per game, 1.3 as well. And then if we have a look at his dribble success, 65%. Total duels won, 53%. Ground duels, 54%. And his aerial duels are at 33%, so a little bit weaker through there. Transfer market has his market value at 12 million euros. And if we have a look at some more of his stats per 90, tackles 2.56 per 90, 1.36 interceptions, 1.58 blocks per 90, progressive carries 3.38 per 90. We have progressive passes per 90, 11.51. Pass completion, 90%.6. And we have a shot creating actions per 90, 4.64. So I'm liking his stats from last season as well. So where could we see Dani Ceballos in an Aston Villa shirt? We know that currently we are asking our left back to go forward. So I see this defensive area being an area that he could potentially look to come in a position he could try and nail down. Pretty advanced. We're asking this player at Aston Villa, if we're having a Dougie Luiz who's going to be maybe rested for some games, we've got European Cup games, then perfect rotation could be in this area on this left-hand side as well. We have signed Tielemans as well, but the quality of signing of a Dani Ceballos, we keep saying it, improve the squad, and improve the squad. Let's have all of the weapons that we need this season to tactically employ Emery with everything that he needs. And I think this would be an absolutely brilliant signing if we can get this one done. So a little bit of Villa news. Really like this one. It's a player that would improve us. And I think it would give us other options as well, which is what it's all about. Gone are the days of a first 11. This guy plays every single week. There's no one else behind him. Let's have the options. Let's give Emery everything that he needs. So thanks, everybody, for watching. Up the Villa.